Why she really cheats. So, if you ever had a bad relationship, or you hear people, particularly women, you hear women talking about a bad relationship, then you're probably going to hear this excuse. Oh, I tried to hang on for as long as I could, but, it just, you know, the attraction just waned away. Or you particularly hear this one: men cheat with their bodies, women cheat with their hearts, right? So this is a way this is a subtle attempt for women to blame shift and to, remove accountability from themselves. It's really not my fault that I cheated. It's the man's fault because, you know, he wasn't doing this enough, or he wasn't doing that enough, or I just felt like he didn't really pay that much attention to me. I didn't feel like he cared that much. Well, this is why that is bullshit. The reason why that is bullshit is because, first of all, women aren't normal, right? They're not just normal ass people. Like, normal ass people would be like, "Oh, you're attractive. I'm attracted to you. Are you attracted to me? Cool." And then they would talk it out, and yeah, let's hang out, or let's do this. Like, that would be normal. Like, that's normal. Like, guys, hypothetically, if guys were attracted to each other, guys would just, be very upfront and communicate it. They'd just be like, "Oh, you're attracted to me? Okay, I'm attracted to you. Cool. Do you want to hang out? Do you want to go out?" Like, it would be that easy. But it's not that easy, because we all know it's not that easy. You can't just walk up to a girl and be like, "Oh, I'm attracted to you. Are you attracted to me? Let's go out." It wouldn't work. You have to be cool. You have to say all the right things. There's this process of attraction. Okay? So, women love that. That is bottom line with everybody. Women love that process of attraction. A woman is not going to come out and just say, "I'm attracted to you, I like you." It'll never happen. Unless you're just so hot. Unless you're above and beyond hot. And women do that. It's just you got to be above and beyond hot. They do that for guys who are 10s. 100% women will chase guys who are 10s, and they will be very vocal, and they will communicate their attraction very clearly, either with body language or just straight up saying, "I like you, you're hot." That never happens to guys below a 9. Okay? If you're below a 9, that's not going to happen. You have to go up and you have to talk to her. You have to chat her up. You have to, use your words. And this is why PUA is a thing, PUA. This is why PUA, pickup artistry, is a thing, because we need to know what to say. One of the biggest topics in PUA is how to not be boring with your words, how to have topics to say, how to never run out of things to say, how to keep her interested with your words. Like, this is the number one thing, right? Why is that so important? Because what you say is contingent upon whether or not she's going to keep listening to you or not. And that's why game is so hard. That's why picking up women is so hard, because most guys, either they're too nervous to talk to a random girl, or when they do talk to a random girl, they're too boring, or they're too unconfident, and who you are comes out. And this is the nonsense of females. They think that, oh, whoever he is, what he is, has to come out when he's talking to us. And it's like, to an extent, that's sort of true. To an extent, who you are is going to come out when you talk to a woman. Who you are is going to come out when you talk to people. But it's just a small sliver. It's a small fraction of what makes you you. It's a small fraction of who you are. And say you're having a bad day. Say you're having a bad week, okay? And you talk to a girl, whatever, and that's the impression that she gets. She's going to use a 30-second interaction with you to totally judge your whole life, and whether or not she is interested in continuing on the interaction, or whether or not she wants to end it right there. And the standards are so high for most guys that most women are going to end it right there, period. They're going to end it right there. So what I'm trying to say by saying all that is that the normal process for men, the process for men to meet women is not normal. It's not normal at all. It's not anything that's like, it's a weird courting thing where it very much has to do with hypergamy, because the guys who suck at talking to women, the guys who aren't confident, the guys who, at least at that moment, they're not confident. They might be confident in all other areas. The guy might be an excellent archer. He might be great at architecture. He might be a fantastic artist. Okay, guys can have awesome skills at something, but that might not translate into talking to women. You see, that's why PUA guys are actually just excellent at talking to women. Right? Like, that's their skill. They're just excellent at talking to women. They might suck at everything else in life. They might have poor finances. They might be in debt. They might not even be employed. But guess what? They've spent a lot of time talking to women, and they're excellent at portraying a high value guy. They're portraying a high value guy. It doesn't necessarily mean they are a high value guy. You see? But guess what? Women care more about that interaction than they do about all your other successes, all your history. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. Your sum total of value or worth as a man does not matter to a woman. All that matters is that little interaction, whether or not you're confident, what you can portray. Can you portray yourself as alpha? Can you portray yourself as a high value man? That's all that matters to women in that moment. You see? So the whole thing is messed up from the beginning. The whole attraction process is messed up from the beginning. And this is one of the first things that I learned when I learned how to get girls, is I learned it doesn't matter what you want. Your intentions don't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. Your heart doesn't matter. Your character doesn't matter. All that I mean, your character matters to an extent, but it matters not in the way you think. So you could be a great guy. You could have all the good intentions in the world. You could have a lot going for you, but if you can't portray that in your interaction with her, it doesn't matter, right? So what I learned was this, and one of the things that I learned over all my interactions with women is this: women want two things. They want the provider male who is going to be, steady, consistent. He's going to be a good guy. He's going to have good values. Okay, they want a good man on the one hand. On the other hand, they want a bad boy. Those are the two things that women want. They want a good man or a bad boy. And the good man, they will put in the friend zone. They will put the good man in the friend zone because they're trying to, this is the female dating strategy. The female dating strategy is to either procure and secure a man for long-term, long-term benefits. And I say benefits, not relationship or long-term dating. I say benefits because this is how women commercialize things. This is how women commercialize, and when I say commercialize, what I mean is profit. This is how they profitize, meaning they want the best for themselves. Okay, don't get fooled by Hollywood. Don't get fooled by the TV. Women aren't looking for love. That's really not what women are looking for. They might say they're looking for love. What they're really looking for is a man with value. They're looking for a man of value that they can quote unquote love, but really they're just looking to procure and secure a man of value, one way or the other. Whether he's a bad boy for short-term sex gratification, for short-term fun adventures that, girls like to call it quote unquote adventures. I want to go on adventures. If you're ever you gotta learn how to speak womenese. If you're ever on a dating site and you read a girl that's saying, I want to go on adventures, I'm here for fun and adventures, what she's really saying is she wants to get fucked. That's what she's really saying. She's really saying that, I want to go on the town, etc., go on dates, etc., but at the end of the night, I want to get fucked. That's what adventures means. This is what I want. I'm here for fun. I'm here playing the field. This is what she means. She means she wants to get fucked. She wants to have a little bit of fun. Yeah, sure, go do something fun. Go have fun, laugh, ha, 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 and then go back and fuck. That's one of the two things women want. That's part of the short-term dating strategy. The long-term dating strategy is to procure a man of value for long-term, a man who is going to be consistently making money. That's number one. Number two is he's going to be docile, domestic, enough to the point where you guys will have a good relationship. You won't argue, you won't fight. She can basically raise a kid around you. That's it. Those are the two things she wants. So if a woman ever says she's looking for love, that's bullshit. Women are not looking for love. Women could have had love at any time from the time they were 16, 17, 18 to the time they were 30. But from the time they start dating in general, men want love. So that's another lie that I've heard. I've heard that men don't want love. That's not true at all. What it really is that the type of men they're seeking don't want to love her, because these type of men are out for one thing: sex. So, and what that means is when a woman says I don't, or excuse me, what it means when a woman says men don't want love, what it means is that the men she's chasing don't want love. It doesn't mean men in general don't want love. The guys who want want love and who think, oh yeah, it's gonna be all equal, all I gotta do is meet somebody to find for love, ha ha. She friend zones those guys. The guys who are a little more advanced and have figured it out a little bit more, those are the guys who get their money right. Those are the guys who go and get the houses, who got the mortgages, and then those are the guys who use that as leverage, you see. So some men have sort of figured women out, and they say, okay, I know what a woman wants. In the short term, she wants to go fuck. Okay, I'm obviously not that guy. I can't be that guy. I'm not going to waste my time being that guy, because that's just not who I am. It's very difficult, and it is. It is very difficult to be that guy unless you just are that guy. You're just a cad. You're just a player. You're just a playboy, and you have the looks to match it, and you know how to talk to women and play around. It's hard to be that guy, which is why PUA doesn't always work, which is why game doesn't always work. It doesn't work for everyone. It really helps guys who are naturally good looking. It can really up your status if you learn some certain principles and you learn how to apply some certain principles. It can really help you out if you have bottom line basic good looks, and if you change your your outfit, your wardrobe, etc. It can very much benefit you if you know how to have more confidence, you learn how to have game. It can really help you get laid. PUA works. Problem is, it doesn't really necessarily teach you about female nature on a fundamental bottom line principle. You need the red pill for that. You need to learn the red pill in order to really understand why women do what they do, in order to really understand the female sexual strategy and the female dating strategy, because it is a strategy. Men don't really strategize when it comes to love. We actually, women are non-idealistic. Men are the idealists. As much as women like to claim they are, as much as TV and movies and books try to claim women are the fairest sex, women are always looking for love. It's just men are jerks. As much as it wants to claim that, the real truth is that men are the idealists, not women. Men are the idealists. Men are the ones who really love in a unconditional way. Women are not. And you learn this the more you date. The more you date, the more you understand that women are not idealistic when it comes to love. Actually, women are very, a female's quote-unquote love, first of all, isn't really love. All she's really doing is bartering with sex. All she's really doing is offering intimacy in exchange for value, first of all. Second of all, you realize a woman doesn't really seek love. A woman seeks a man who can make her feel a certain type of way, right? So when you understand that, then you understand why women really cheat. A woman really cheats when the guy that she idolizes, because this is what they really want. They want to idolize a man. A woman really wants to idolize a man. She wants to chase a man, and she wants to idolize a man. That's what women really, really, really want. When we say, what do women want? They really want to chase a man. Believe me, women want to chase. She wants to chase. That's what she wants to she wants to feel vulnerable. She wants that vulnerability. When you make her feel vulnerable, when you make her feel butterflies, etc., because you're such a bad boy or you're such a stoic Chad or whatever, that's what she really wants. That's what all women want. So that's, on the one hand, they want that. That's their version of love, is when, oh my God, he's such a cool guy. He's got so much value. And oh my God, he really likes me of all people. Oh wow. That's their love dream, is for the guy to be such a badass, or to be he has so much value, has value over the top value. And he actually likes her, and he's giving her little crumpets of attention. That's what they really want. That's what really keeps them around. And then eventually what they want is they want that guy to sort of love them and sort of whatever. But 9 times out of 10, he's not going to do that. Why? Because he doesn't give her attention, because he doesn't really like her that much. That's the whole point. When a guy likes a woman, he gives her attention. But guess what happens when you give a woman attention? She gone. She leaves. When you give a woman attention, she's out. She's outie 5,000. So men have learned a strategy of, oh, I don't pay her that much attention. I don't give her that much. I give her little crumpets, etc., etc. But guess what? That's not love. And guess what else? That's not real. That's not normal. What would be normal is, hey, baby, I love you, or let's hug and woo woo woo. That is normal. It's like, if you want affection, you get affection. But men have to play this dating strategy. We have to play this bad boy game, or this stoic game, where we can't open ourselves up. We can't be vulnerable. We can't give her too much affection or attention, or else she'll run away. So if you do find one that you can actually do that with, maybe you found a good one. I don't know. But 9 times out of 10, when girls cheat, this is why. Because either the guy gives them too much attention, or he doesn't give them enough attention. So you see, we have this daunting task of keeping the woman around. We have this daunting task of keeping her interested. And this is why most relationships don't work out. This is why modern relationships are doomed to fail, because you can't keep a woman's attention for very long. First of all, they've got a myriad of other men hitting them up at all times. First of all, they've got millions of options at any one particular time, particularly with all these dating apps. I mean, at any point in time, they can find somebody better than you, or cool in a different way that you're not, or fulfill something that you can't fulfill. And this is why women date multiple men for multiple different reasons. I made a video on this about a year or so ago, why women date multiple men for multiple reasons. And this is why, because you're not this. Even though you make money, you're not cool enough. So she dates another guy who's cool. Even though that guy's cool, he doesn't make money. So she dates a guy with money. Even though that guy is not, even though that guy is cool and he has money, he's not this enough, or he's not that enough, and it goes on and on. And this is how women do. This is how women date. Is they date men like we choose colognes or something. Oh, I like that cologne. I used to like that cologne. I don't like that cologne anymore. I like a new cologne. Oh, I like this cologne. This cologne's cool, but it's not like this. I want this kind. I want this type of cologne. I like this cologne, but I'm kind of bored of this cologne, so I'm gonna go get another cologne. It's like, this is how women are. This is how women are in dating. So, when a woman cheats, and when she tries to blame shift and say, oh, men cheat with their bodies, women cheat with their hearts. It's like, that's such a, first of all, it's a fucked up thing to say. It's like, cheating for any reason is fucked up. You shouldn't be in a relationship if you're going to cheat. And if you have a problem with your heart before you get to a certain point, then you need to communicate, and you need to work that problem out in your relationship. Hey, you're not paying me, you're not giving me enough attention. It's called communication. That's how you fix something. But women don't do that. It's like you have to be a mind reader. You have to know what she's going to want before she wants it, or else she's going to lose interest, and she's going to get all sad at you, and, oh, I'm so sad in this relationship. You'll often see women like that. I'm so sad in this relationship. Like, grow the fuck up, mature, and communicate, and say, hey, I'm not happy in this relationship. Things need to be better. If you communicate in a quality way, say, hey, that this isn't good. I don't like this. I don't like that. Like, then your relationship might actually work. Then you might not have to cheat or whatever. And that's a bullshit excuse anyways. It's like, oh, so I went and got some other dick because my relationship wasn't working. It's like, that's such a childish thing to say. Like, but the reason why I say all that stuff about the courting process and how women are is because this is how you get into that type of relationship with the girl. You get into that type of relationship with the girl because we have to do all these weird tricks to keep girls interested in the first place. And there's something wrong with a girl like that. If you have to do all that kind of stuff, there's something wrong, and you shouldn't want to date a girl like that. You shouldn't want to date a girl that, oh, I gotta put on this front. I gotta act like I'm a stoic bad boy. I gotta provide value. I gotta have a mortgage. And it's like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Both of the whole of those things is shitty. Both of those things are shitty. Like, okay, I gotta go get a mortgage and a house and be steady guy in order to get a woman. Okay, I mean, no, I don't want that. And, oh, I gotta be a stoic bad boy. I gotta be too cool for school, and so maybe she'll be attracted to me, and then she could chase me, and you learn these strategies in PUA, right?
And then so it's like on the one hand you got to be a man for her long-term date, relationship strategy, who steady man. And then it's like you see all these girls and they're like, yeah, I found my guy, I found my man, I found my long-term guy. And it's like, no, you didn't. You just found a dude who had a steady job, and all the other dudes who were chasing you didn't have steady jobs. They worked at the gas station or they worked at the supermarket, and they didn't and they had roommates, and they lived in a one bedroom apartment where you didn't think that was good enough for you. You found a guy who had money. You fulfilled your hypergamy. You didn't, I found my guy, I found my, you'll see women on social media saying that. I found my guy, I found my love. It's like, no, you didn't. You just found a dude with money. You didn't find love. You had all kinds of opportunities to have love, but you kept discarding those guys. It's like, it's sick, man. It's like a factory when you have these conveyor belts in factories. There's just like a factory of guys that women are there's this constant conveyor belt of guys who are coming into their life and going out of their life because, he didn't pass quality control. I didn't like this about him. I didn't like that about him. Woo, woo, woo. And then what they really want, what really stops the conveyor belt is the guy with money, the guy who has the mortgage, right? That's what really stops it, or the bad boy, right? But 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be fulfilled with the bad guy because the reasons why they wanted the bad guy in the first place are not good enough reasons to get into a long-term relationship for it. Okay? The bad boy is too bad boy for you. He's probably cheating. He's probably, because he's got high value. He's a good-looking guy, so he can go get any other woman he wants at any time. Okay, there's that. And also, he's probably not going to treat you very well. He's probably not going to be a quality guy to you in a relationship. And oftentimes once he does start to treat you cool, once he does start to treat you nice and show affection and love you, you're no longer attracted to him, because what you were attracted to him for in the first place was the fact that he didn't pay attention to you, was the fact that he didn't give you the time of day, was the fact that he gave you little crumpets. He was playing push and pull. He was playing hard to get. That's why you wanted him in the first place. Okay? And then once you got him, then you didn't want to be with him anymore because he was too nice, or, oh, this is not the same person I was with. Woo, woo, woo. Right? So this is what really happens when a woman cheats. This is the real reason a woman cheats. This is the real reason women say men cheat with their bodies, women cheat with their hearts. No, it's because you have a shitty strategy. It's because we got to do all kinds of tricks, mental tricks and emotional tricks, just to keep you around, just